Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake. It's me, and today is March 17th, which makes it the Wednesday check in and the day after my birthday. So today, I am officially 40 years old. Yeah, that's kind of interesting and eye opening and just wow. I went to sleep last night and I slept the sleep of the dead. And I woke up this morning with that just like one crusty eye, like, huh? Who? Why? Um, this whole last few days has really just kind of been retrospective, is a pretty decent word to use. Like, I just been thinking about my birthdays in increments of 5 years. Like, at 5 years old, I had a Mr. T birthday party. Um, no, it was He Man and the Masters of the Universe birthday party. Mr. T was my fourth birthday, but my 10th birthday um, was celebrated in a new town without my dad because my mom and dad had gotten divorced. My 15th birthday was decent ish, I guess. Um, it was a really happy time for me because that's about the time that I got my driver's license. Um, and I remember that we rushed to get my driver's license because um, it was like the day or two after that I got my driver's license that laws in California changed that underage drivers couldn't have passengers in their car. And so I skirted in right under that deadline. So um, that was kind of cool. My 20th birthday was like, meh, whatever. Um, 25th birthday, really didn't do crap, honestly. It was just like, oh, it's another day. Cool. Get your ass up. Go take out the trash. Get to class. Because I was. Um, Actually, no. I don't think I was in school at that time. But, anyways, it was just like, shit. My 30th birthday, really kind of crappy. My 35th birthday, not any better. And now here we are at 40, and it was a little better. Yesterday, I went and spent most of the day with my sister. We had an entire day planned to go over to Seattle and go do the things, but my sister, being the queen of planning that she is, did not triple check to see if the things that we were going to go do were actually open, and most places here in the state of Washington, for whatever reason, are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Well, everything that we were going to go do closed Mondays and Tuesdays. So we just stayed kind of local and went and did some shopping at the Dollar Tree, and then we went to what did we do? Yeah, we went to the Dollar Tree, did some shopping. Then we went to this little podunk Walmart, like old school Walmart. Um, got a new Funko Pop there. It's a 10-inch Superman, which I was really freaking excited about. And I think I've talked about my Funko Pop collection in the past, and but it all started off with Superman, like back in 2017ish. Was really upset, really depressed on my birthday. I only had like $13, and I wanted to buy myself something for my birthday. And all I knew is I wanted something Superman. And I went on Amazon and typed in Superman, and Funko Pop was the first thing that popped up. And it was this little Superman guy. He was 8 ate something, and I went ahead and I bought him. And then when I got him, like, I was instantly hooked. I was like, oh, this is so cool, and it's so cute, and I like it. I'm like, what else do these people have? Because at that time, I had never heard of Funko Pop. I mean, I think I may have seen them at the store or whatever, but just like, ugh, why would anyone want that as a toy or whatever? So, yeah, that's when that virus infected my life. Years later, I have close to 400 or 500 now. That whole back shelf right there, that's nothing but Funko Pop. There's Funko Pop all along this shelf over here. There's Funko Pop on top of my bookshelf over there. There's just like everywhere in my house, and I need to consolidate it and make it a little better. But anyways, so yeah, and I've wanted this Superman Funko Pop for like ever, and I've had it in my basket, in my possession, more than once, and ended up having to put it back because I just didn't have enough money for everything else that I needed, or like that little voice in the back of my head just told me, you don't do it right now. And whenever I hear that intuitive voice telling me not to do something or to do something, I follow it, because 99.99999% of the time, if I do not follow that voice, I regret it. And so this last time was back in February that I had it, and I was all excited, and I was like, yeah, I have a little bit of extra money in my account right now. I'm gonna do this, and that voice came through, and it's all, Michael. I'm like, but I have the Michael. I'm like, fuck. So I took it and I put it back up on the shelf, and thankfully I did, because that extra money I thought that I had was my car insurance money, because the company didn't take it out when they were supposed to. And I looked at the balance and thought, okay, this is how much money I have. And even if I did buy it, I would still have like $30 or $40 left over, so on and so forth, blah, 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 but whatever. Long story short, I got the damn Funko Pop finally. And it was almost kind of a hard decision, because there was 3 other 10-inch Funko Pop that I really wanted, and they were there, and you really can't find them anywhere else. So I'm gonna have to start making that Walmart a trip when I'm looking for something specific. So yeah, we did all that, and then we went to the Dollar Tree, and I got a few things at the Dollar Tree. My friend Carmen has just recently got this obsession with succulents and making terrariums and all this other stuff, so I picked her up a few things, and little did I know, some of the things that I picked her up then got sent back to me in the form of a little cactus planter that she made for me, that she had planned on making me for my birthday, and that she just needed the couple of items that I bought. So technically I bought half of my birthday present, but I'm not even looking at it that way, and it's really cute. It's like a ceramic, it's got a ceramic dish at the bottom, and then it goes into like this terracotta vase. It's got a little cactus in the center, white sand, and a rose quartz, 3 little quartz crystals, and some blue like decorative glass rock, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, all in all, my birthday yesterday was pretty decent. Went out to lunch. The first place that we went to is one of my absolute all-time favorites. It's a buffet called King's Walk, and they have all kinds of food in there. And one of the stations that you can go to is a sushi station, and let me tell you, your boy can fuck up some sushi, okay? But they were only open for takeout orders, and I was like, okay, no, let's not do this. Then there's this other place called Sherry's or Shari's. I call it Shari's, but I think it's just pronounced Sherry's. And they're kind of like a Marie Callender, Caro's, Claim Jumpers, kind of a restaurant, just family chain restaurant type situation. Sells, I guess, American food, like burgers and like kind of like a Denny's is probably the better idea for those of you like in the East Coast. I think they have Denny's back there. But anyway, so I really wanted to go there, and they were at capacity, and I was really sad about that because I really, really, really wanted to eat there. And so my third choice was IHOP. And I love IHOP. So we went ahead and we went to IHOP, which was literally just across the parking lot. And I have to say, though, I wasn't pleased with IHOP because the portions, they've downsized their portions, but they haven't changed their prices. Like, I remember you used to get like big pancakes. Their pancakes were like maybe that big now, just like really, really small. And it just didn't seem like it was worth the amount of money that we put in to go there. Like, I'd probably much rather have gone to a Burger King or something like that. But it was nice to just be able to sit down and be waited on, and just have nice fresh coffee coming. Whenever I eat breakfast food, I like to have coffee. And then if I eat like a burger or something, then I want iced tea or soda or something similar to that. But anyways, so yeah, just had a really decent birthday yesterday, and it was really kind of nice. And a bunch of people on Facebook wished me a happy birthday. I think like 200 out of the 500 people that I know wished me happy birthday, and they're still continuing today. And that's something that, out of that 500 people that are on my Facebook friends list, I don't know like maybe 20 of them. Like, they're brands or celebrities that I follow or whatever else. But yeah, like about 20 or 30, I'll go as high as saying 40 of those people are people that I don't know directly or don't talk to on a daily basis. So it's that was cool. And then I hopped over to TikTok and posted a little video over there, and got a bunch of happy birthdays from a few of the people there. So that was kind of cool. And yeah. And then I just stayed up. I couldn't go to sleep last night. I was up until like 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, and then turned around and got up at 9. And I just couldn't go to sleep. Like, there was just a lot on my mind. Not depressive wise, but just a lot on my mind in general. Just thinking about like the schooling and the classes that I'm doing, and trying to get back into college. Like, that's the one thing I kind of regret, is the fact that I didn't finish out going to school back when I had the ability to do so. And all of our teachers used to tell us coming back to school later on is the most difficult thing in the world. And they're right. It sucks. And trying to get this college to talk to that college, and this paperwork to go from that college to this place, to this place, to this place, to this place, to that college, and like all the paperwork in between to make sure that the paperwork gets pushed along, and calling people and making sure the people have received it. And oh Lord, my head's spinning just thinking about it all. So, yeah, all that's been going on. And finished out one of my classes for my peer counseling stuff. And I'm taking a bunch of like extracurricular classes right now and waiting for the state certification class to open up. But it's like stuff like how to stress management and anxiety in the workforce, um, grief and dying and bereavement, inclusion for all people, uh, mental health related issues for geriatric people. The one class that I wanted to take was called Call or Talk to Me, and it was about depression and suicide and stuff like that. But the class already started, and they're 3 weeks into it, and I didn't realize that it had already started, so I'm not going to be able to get that one. So if it's ordered again in the near future, I'm going to try to audit the class and just get the information, even if I don't get the diploma or the certificate that comes along with it. So yeah, that's my new definition of fun, is to take courses and learn more about mental health and stuff like that. Because in doing so, as I'm sitting there taking these courses and writing these notes and stuff, it's helping me unpack a lot of shit. And guys, let me tell you, it is hard to look inward and to do so without ego, without judgment, and just be kind of blank and looking at yourself as a whole and then dissecting yourself and like, okay, well, this, and this has happened to you in the past, and as a result, you do this, and this. So, how can we take the cause and effect, mash them back down to a symptom, and treat the symptom? And that has been really difficult. I've had to make a lot of steps in my life, are in this moment of taking these classes, where I had to deal with some pretty dark shit. And there was times where I had to stop the video, shut everything down, and go in my room, lay there in bed, and just cry myself to sleep. And when I would wake up from it, it was like, okay, now that I understand that side of myself and why I do these things, let's move on. And so I've had to forgive a lot of people for the things that they've done in my life and done to me. And one of the things was that it had to do with parental issues, and I'm starting to realize that I have more and more daddy issues and mommy rage issues. Like, I feel like I, as a whole person right now, would have been a huge disappointment to my father. And even before he passed, I always felt like this guilt for not being the son that he wanted, and for us not being able to really connect on anything because his ideals and my ideals did not ever intersect very well. And so it was more of a working relationship of, hey dad, how you doing, love you, bye type situation. Even though there were times that I lived with him and I knew that his door was always open if I needed to come home or whatever. But even when we lived together, it was still just a very strenuous kind of a relationship. And I never questioned that he loved me. I mean, I collect mother figures. I don't collect father figures. So that should let you know a little bit about that subject. Um, but one of the things was that I had to realize that your parents growing up loved you the best that they could, and they did the best for you with the tools that they had available to them. And we as children don't realize that as we are growing up, we're watching our parents grow up, because they went from partying teenagers and hanging out with their friends and like just being wild and crazy in their 20s and 30s, much like we have done, to now being responsible for this life form and having to hold down a job and having to do this, that, and the other thing, and the stresses that come with being an adult. And that was really kind of difficult. You know, I stopped for a minute and I was like, fuck, did my parents feel like this when I was like when I was their age, when they had me? Did my parents feel like this? Like, yeah, sure, it was the 80s and 90s or whatever, but you know, I had to take that step back and look and like, wow. So that was really kind of difficult for me, that, you know, yeah, your parents loved you and they did the best that they could with the tools that they had available to them. Sure, some of those things were really fucked up. Sure, some of those things weren't to your standards. Maybe your parents were drug and alcohol abusers like mine were. But, you know, you make the choice to let how you were raised be how you live. And that was a huge milestone for me in my own personal growth and development. And, you know, yeah, I'm 40 years old, but I still have a lot of growth that I need to do. And I think that that is a good, healthy thing for everyone, is to continuously grow. You don't want to be the same person you were 10 years ago. The people that knew me 10 years ago maybe don't know me now. 30-year-old Michael, I don't believe, is the same as 40-year-old Michael. Is not the same as 20-year-old Michael. Is not the same as 15-year-old Michael. Even though a lot of times I feel like I'm still a teenager and I can relate to teenagers, and I want that connectivity with teenagers, like that whole, like, everything's right now in the moment. And the biggest problem that I have to worry about is like that English exam that's coming up, or if this person likes me or that person likes me, or if the bully at school is gonna fuck with me today, or, you know, any of those childish things. I kind of miss that daily school drama, and just not having to really worry about the drama of the real world. So yeah, you know, I have the spirit of a young teenager, like 15 to 20 teenager type. I have the body, the physical body of somebody who's 40, but the medical physiology of like an 85-year-old man. And so I'm very conflicted, because I feel all stages of my life pretty much daily. I have that get up and go, that sense of awe and wonderment, that childish, like, childhood imagination, and like still believes in the magic of Christmas and wants to go to Disneyland and wants to like do all these like fun kid things, with the actualization of being an adult and having to deal with adult situations, and now going through my own stuff that isn't as simple as a trip to the principal's office or to the school guidance counselor or any of that other stuff. So been really kind of cool and just eye-opening. So I can continue on with this whole subject for like another 2 hours and turning this into an entire TED Talk, but I'm going to cut it off now. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, birthday wishes, what have you, put them in the comment section down below. If you would like to reach out to me directly, you can do so. hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. Please make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get the channel up in viewership. We're sitting at 631 subscribers right now, which is really amazing. Thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. And make sure you follow me on all the different social medias. All the links are in the comment section down below. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.